Hello everyone, Tina here. I hope your day is going fantastic. Today I get to share with you another project using one of the brand new May releases that's going to be available on Friday. This is the Hummingbird Stamp Set from Nook Designs, and it is so pretty. It's a 4x4 stamp set, and there are coordinating dies that go with this. But the sentiments in here are so pretty. You have one that says, "Take delight in the small things." Humming along thinking about you, and then also "Just wing it." I thought was super cute. I love hummingbirds, and I always associate hummingbirds with elegance, so we're going to do some gold embossing for our hummingbird today. I brought in my Misty, and I'm putting a piece of Strathmore Bristol Smooth in my Misty. I'm stamping the flower arrangement in the set and also the hummingbird, and I love the size of the hummingbird, and it's actually sectioned off too to make it really easy to color in, and I really love that about this. I'm inking up my images with Versamark ink. We're going to stamp them on our cardstock. I'm going to do it a couple times just to make sure it's good coverage. It's kind of hard to see with the Versamark ink, but I thought we'd go over it with gold embossing powder. Just grab our spoon and our embossing powder and cover our stamped images, and then I'm going to use my heat gun and melt it. I chose Bristol Smooth because we're going to use Zig Clean Color Real Brush Markers again. I used them for yesterday's tutorial, but I love the bright and vibrant color of them. But after my images are melted, I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to play some music while I color, and when I'm done coloring, I will get you back. Okay, coloring is all done, and I did use my heat gun just to dry it because we're going to do some die cutting. If I don't dry it now, then I get the ink stuck on top of my die cutting plates, and it always affects the next project that I create with. So I got to make sure it's dry. I'm going to go over my hummingbird and my flowers with my aqua shimmer pen here. This is going to add extra amount of sparkle, especially with that gold. And you have to be really careful, because when I did this, I kind of went crazy, and I went outside the lines, and so I have orange ink outside my flowers. But no worries, once it's dry, it's a pretty easy fix. Okay, there's my images. I'm going to take the coordinating dies and go ahead and die cut them out. What I love about the floral die in this set is there's a little space in between one of the flowers. This die actually die cuts out that piece there. Love that. I love details like this because on a card I just think I like to see through it versus having a white space. So appreciate that with these. So we're going to go ahead and take the white gel pen and add a little detail to our flowers, just highlighting them with polka dots and a few little lines on the base of the flowers. And I also used the white gel pen to clean up my mess up where I went outside the line. Once it's dry, it's easier with the white gel pen. I'm adding little dots to my hummingbird's belly and also to his cheeks. And my images are all done. Super pretty. Okay, for my card today, we are going to do something a little bit fun. I'm using the brand new This is the Circle Frame die set. I used this in my very first card during the week. This is going to be brand new over at the Newton's Nook Design Shop. I'm taking the two smaller circle dies. They're stitched. I layered them together, and we're going to create 3 little donuts. Donuts or frames. And I thought it'd be fun to kind of create a little ringed background. So I cut a slit in one and threaded the solid ring through it, add a little adhesive just over the cut line, and place that cut line behind my ring here so you can't see it, and it looks like they're looped together. I'm going to do that to all 4 of my rings. And if you were to do it all straight up and down, it would you'd have to trim off the top or the bottom because it would overhang on my A2 size card base. So I'm kind of curving a little bit, almost like a C shape. Not really a C shape, but almost like a slight C shape. How about that? Okay, this way it can fit from top to bottom on my card base. I'm going to go ahead and add foam adhesive behind them once they're all looped together, and then we'll place this kind of at a diagonal. So it goes from top left to bottom right, and I love the stitch detail. I wanted my hummingbird and my floral just to be bold and stand out on my card. And I love this, but I thought we needed a little bit more. So I'm going to actually bring in some gold wire. It's very thin gauge wire. I'm going to add a little loopies and making sure the ends of the wire are tucked behind my little hummingbird. And then we're going to add the hummingbird right back in its home, drinking some of the nectar from those flowers. I thought the gold little loopies just kind of emulated the hummingbird kind of spinning around its wings. For my sentiment, I'm going to use gold embossing powder for the sentiment that says just wing it. I didn't need my spoon, I just dipped it in my gold embossing powder, and then I'm going to go ahead and use my heat gun, melt this, and then I'm going to pop this up with a couple pieces of foam adhesive, and I'm going to place them on top of the loops for a little bit of added dimension. After my sentiments adhered, we're going to go ahead and finish off the card with a few of my gemstones here. These are white gemstones that have a little bit of an iridescent hue, kind of picking up the color of the hummingbird, and I thought that was really pretty. But this is the Hummingbird Stamp Set that's coming soon to the Newton's Nook Design Shop. It's so pretty, guys. I'll leave the shop down below, and you know what, there is a chance to win this set. Details for that are over on my blog if you want to check that out, or the Newton's Nook Design blog too. The details are over there. Lots of inspiration today with the stamp set. I encourage you guys to check out all the inspiration. We'll see you soon. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.